Edo Governor Gov Obaseki don carry waka go do check of the ongoing 9.6km Agho-Upper Owina-Evbuotubu Road project for Agho local government area. The check waka also reached the side drainage for Okada Avenue and the State Police Command Headquarters Road. Obaseki tok say the project aim na to address serious erosion and flooding wahala wey dey affect the Evbuotubu area, and say dem go use comprehensive design solution wey go prioritize effective drainage before dem start the road construction. Oga Governor also explain say the previous road construction effort fail sake of say dem no manage flood well wey come make the road spoil. E tok say the current project get two significant drainage systems to reduce flooding. The power line drainage go direct water from Adolo and 19th Street enter existing water storm master plan, while water from Erunse go pass through the new drainage system. Say this phased approach go ensure say dem manage water well before dem resurface the roads. The governor set target date of August 25, 2025 for the major work, but yarn the contractor say make dem fast for the project, say the aim na to finish am before August next year.
Projects is one designed to take care of the large population of residents in this area called Evbuotubu. If you know Benin well, this is a new area, and it's very densely populated, and the citizens here have been suffering from very serious erosion and flooding. And I promised that before I leave government, we will, upon undertaking a comprehensive design, come up with a solution. And this is a solution that we've come up with to drain, since this is the lowest point in this catchment, was to drain, make sure all the water is drained in here. And fortunately for us, we have a conduit through the moat from which we can take out the water into the river. It's only after we've dealt with the issue, the drainage issue, can we now begin to fix the roads. Because fixing, at some point, some of these roads were built, but because of water, we lost all of them. So for us as a government, we've done very substantial analysis and design work to make sure we first capture as much of the flood and water before we commence rebuilding all the roads in this area. So there are two drainage systems, as you see here. There's one on power line that's taking water all the way from almost Adolo, 19th Street, the 19th Street project takes the water from that into the original rainstorm master plan, which was done about 10 years ago. That will drain water on that axis, and what is left, said from the Erunse end, will now be drained in here and taken out. So after that is done, we can now resurface all the roads. We have a date of August 2025 to complete all the major works that are going on here. In fact, we're pushing them to ensure that they finish before August next year.
So all those roads, the Second Cemetery and the likes, are part of this catchment. So this is actually the lowest point of all the roads in this area. So that's why it was important for us to start from here first to catch all the water coming here, which will lead into the moats here. We are in total for this whole first phase of this project is about 9.6 kilometers. The drainage runs almost the same too as well, because all the roads are going to have drainages.
The governor and team come also carry the check waka enter the State Police Command Headquarters Road, where Oga Obaseki and say the colonial era GRA no get proper drainage, say them they rely on large properties to swallow the water, but with increased development, water now they flood the roads and they spoil the road, and say the new drainage system now to rechannel water well, prevent future flooding and road damage. Oga Governor reiterates the administration commitment to address drainage wahala as serious matter for road infrastructure development.
I'm trying to move Edo from an ancient city to a modern city, right? Because everybody says ancient city. Now we want to modernize the ancient city. And so you can see how we've re-gentrified this whole place in the last 6 or 8 years, right? With the secretariat buildings, with all of this. We need to now ensure that we create appropriate infrastructure. Where you see all these wires are buried, you have paved roads where people can walk, you have security cameras to make people feel safe, and properly surfaced roads. If you notice, there was no drainage when the colonial masters laid out GRA. Most of the compounds were large pieces of property. So water drained into properties. There were no fences, but with the build-up today, all the water that should have been draining into open areas now find their way into the roads because compounds have been built up. So that's what has caused the perennial flooding and bad roads in across the city. So what we're trying to do is, as part of the regentrification, rechannel waters. So you see we're putting drainages in most of the roads now. We're taking levels and seeing where all the water will empty into. If you notice, Agho-Upper, for instance, there is a section that creates a pool of water for almost half of the year. Because that's a very low point, it's been a challenge on how to drain it. So with what we're doing now, we're redesigning the drainage system in this part of town and other parts of town. And then once we finish with the drainage systems, we now resurface the roads and then put the necessary road infrastructure like street lights, like the sidewalks and street cameras, so that you begin to get a feel of a modern city. People can be free to walk freely, take strolls and feel safe. And if previous governments have done a fraction of what we're doing today, we'll just be building on, So it's taking time to do the designs, to do the thinking, and it's not cheap. We have other competing needs for funds. We have building education infrastructure, we're hiring more teachers, we are building healthcare systems, we're bringing more health workers, and based on how much revenue we get. So that's why we need continuity. Stop where we stop. Hopefully we'll get a government that will continue from where we've stopped. That's why our transition is so important in Edo, that we cannot afford to make a mistake.
Make una not forget, say, as we see am, na so we dey talk am. We not dey take blame. From Benin City, Ekata Ojesele, TMC TV News.